Okay, guys, we got a whole bunch of cops up here. They got this truck right here with the door open. Man, there's a whole fucking slew of cops out here. I think I'm in the road. I'm not sure. That cop's taking off. But they're up here and they're all leaving now, but they have a truck here. They're going through it, searching it. It looks like. So, yeah, okay, my mic's on. I was making sure my press badge could be seen on my chest. But I'm going to have to cross the street right here to get up there. Otherwise, they're not going to let me get close enough on that side of the street. So I crossed at the corner, no jaywalking. Of course, there's no crosswalk there anyway, so how you doing, sir? Well, that's why I crossed the street to stay out of your guys' way. Hey, you're very welcome. All right, guys, so we're over here. It looks like they're searching a vehicle. So, now I don't know if this was a pursuit or if he asked me to kind of stay over here out of their way. That's what he said. That's why I crossed the street. But I don't know if this was a pursuit or a car stop, initiated a traffic stop. But they are searching the car. I don't even know what street I'm on. We're south of Highland in the city of San Bernardino. Apparently everybody here knows my name. I must be very popular on YouTube with these cops. Of course, High Desert Community Watch was the pioneer who paved the way, and then I came in and did a lot of work here. So he and I have really, really pushed ourselves here. Yeah, it must be memos about me or something. But yeah, that's why I'm standing way over here. I know you guys, I've had some complaints from viewers saying, why do you stand 100 miles away? Well, it's because they need room to work. And that's why I crossed the street, because I figured I better get over here on this side. And we'll get up here by this fence so that they can't. I'm not in the way, but I do have my press badge on. My credentials are out. And I know that you don't need them, but it really validates me recording the police, if that makes sense. I've gotten less flack since I've been wearing my press credentials than when I didn't wear it. When I used to not wear it, they would look at me as just a guy with a camera. Since I've been wearing my credentials, I think they understand that I do have press credentials. So he did start the vehicle up. This little Hispanic guy right here, he's always pretty professional. I know I zoomed in. Once you zoom in, it starts shaking. But he's always a professional officer. He's always cordial. I've never seen him be disrespectful to anyone. Although he does a lot of car searches. So, but yeah, and I'm wondering if they have the guy in the car over here or not. I'm wondering about that. Yeah, that's why. But you heard. Yeah, I don't think you heard his conversation. You heard my side of the conversation where I was like, "Thank you. You're very welcome," and all that. But what he just asked was that I stay over here on this side, so I stay out of their way. And I told him, yeah, that's why I crossed the street. And he said, "Thank you." And I said, "You're very welcome." Here's the suspect here in the car. So the suspect is right here. And I'm going to stay planted here. I'm not going to move. I know you guys want me to move and try to film the suspect, but and I probably should, but cops get antsy when you walk behind them. Plus, you won't be able to see him anyway because the cop is standing in the doorway, and he's a pretty big guy. He's a pretty wide fella, so he'd be blocking the whole door. We get more from where we're at right here. But yeah, I seen the cops going code 3. What I saw was a cop ran a red light at Tippy and Baseline. He didn't even stop. He rolled right through the red light, and I was like, what the hell is he doing? So I flipped a U and I just went to see where he was going. I saw his cherries and berries, and then I lost him. And then another marked unit behind me, about a half a mile, hit his cherries and berries and turned left. And I said, oh, they're going down that street. So then I drove over here, and here they are. I was actually on my way out of San Bernardino. It's very quiet here tonight. Well, it was till now. But for the most part, yeah. I am going to give kudos and props to High Desert Community Watch, or High Desert Community Copwatch. I'll give props to him because he really has done a lot of the groundwork, laid a lot of the groundwork here in San Bernardino. Him and all of the other people, Ida Foxy Queen, California Guardian even, have done a lot of work here in San Bernardino to improve relations with the police department and us cop watchers, social media people. Of course, I've done a lot of work too. And I haven't always been right. I mean, I don't think any human is ever right. I think, there's some days you have an off day, they call it. But for the most part, I think I've done pretty good in educating them and letting them know that we're out here to record you, and that's what we're going to do. And again, I'm going to do it. I'm going to beat this in the ground until you guys are tired of hearing it. DeKalb County, Georgia, cop kills a unarmed naked veteran and tells his fellow officer, yeah, the guy grabbed me and went for my gun. And then you find out when the video surfaces, the guy was shot from 6 feet away and never approached any closer. Had there not been a video, that cop would have got away with murder. Well, he did get away with murder anyway. He was charged with manslaughter. He didn't get away with it, I guess. He was sentenced to prison, but he would have got away with it, man. They would have said, yeah, well, I guess he grabbed him. The cop said he grabbed him, but there was video footage to contradict that. So that's why we record, man. I mean, this interaction looks pretty decent. I mean, I don't know yet what happened here. I don't ask the police what happened. I know people get upset by that, man. They go, just go ask them what happened. Or I'm not out here to do reporting or journalist story. I do it as a narrative. But my focus here is to ensure that there's transparency in the interaction and everybody's accountable to their actions. That's the only reason I'm out here, really. The narrative is just that, a narrative. I'm not concerned with actually what happened, so to speak. And the reason I say that is because I don't take conflict too well sometimes when I'm tired. And, you might ask them what happened and they might get kind of pissy with me. They probably won't. He seems like a very professional, cordial officer. But some aren't. And they snap at you. You snap back. Anyway, I digress. No, I'm just here to be a silent observer and record and then get out of here. He's talking to the suspect in the back of the car right now. But what I was going to say was, yeah, it seems like a pretty calm code 4 interaction right now. But what if they just, out of the blue, grab the guy by the hair and pull him out of the car and throw him on the ground and start searching his pockets? And you're like, whoa, what the fuck was that all about? I have to record that because my video is a live documentation of what's happening and what has happened. You see what I'm saying? And then what if they say, well, the guy was fighting, but he wasn't fighting. He just got pissed off. The odds are against that happening, but it has happened. And I'm talking from coast to coast in our nation. So I'm basically the community's insurance policy against police corruption and excessive use of force, abuse of power. I'm the community's insurance for that with my camera. I ensure that abuse of power and excessive force and corruption is put to the accountability test, and they're held accountable for their actions, pretty much. 90% or more of the interactions I record are routine police interactions, but then it's like the one in Ukaipa where the guy was sitting against the car wash. All he was doing was trying to get out of the cold, and the deputy rolls up on him, searches his backpack, sees me, and then hands him his backpack and tells him to get out of there. He can't be sitting there. Or the other one where he said, yeah, you're going to jail for a warrant. And then he looks back, sees me, and tells the guy, okay, I'm not going to arrest you tonight. Just get out of here. So we have a second person here. So there's two suspects, one in this vehicle, and now he's talking to a second one here. So there's two suspects. The plot thickens. But so that one in Ukaipa where he's I actually heard him say, why do I have to be arrested? Well, you have a warrant. I'm going to arrest you on your warrant probably. Yeah, you're going to go to jail tonight. And he looks back and sees me recording, the cop does. And then the deputy says a couple more things to the guy and then tells him, okay, get out of here. People don't want you sitting here by the car wash. Get out of here. Get out of the area. And then the guy took off. That guy would have got arrested had my camera not been there. Had I not been standing there recording, he probably would have gotten arrested that night. And that's why I record the police. Because I don't believe that cop cut him a break. I believe that cop was going to make up something to arrest him. Well, he said he had a warrant, but it was probably just some warrants you don't have to arrest people on, like a bench warrant or a failure to appear. You just say, okay, go to the court on Monday. If you don't appear in court on Monday, then they'll issue an arrest warrant. Sometimes the courts will issue a failure to appear warrant. It's not always an arrestable warrant. It just means if you get caught by the police, they'll tell you you need to appear on this Monday, or you need to go in the morning and appear. If you don't, they're going to issue an arrest warrant for you. You'll be arrested at that point. So it is police discretion. Hopefully I'm not rambling. I'm trying to keep my thoughts together. But, officers do have the discretion there. But when an officer says, yeah, you're going to get arrested, yada, yada, and then sees me recording and then tells the guy, get out of here, that officer didn't cut him a break. That officer didn't arrest him because I was recording. Because had that officer wanted to cut him a break, he would have straight up told him up front, I'm not going to arrest you, just appear. But I actually heard him say, no, you're going to be arrested tonight on your warrant. And then he looked back and saw me recording and then told the guy, you can take off. So that deputy wasn't going to cut him a break, and that's why we record. We're out here to try to keep people out of the cage, out of jail. Traffic stops. Sometimes the officers, instead of searching the car when they see us at the traffic stop, they'll just issue a citation and tell the guy to drive off. So now he's pulling him out of the car. He's going to take off the handcuffs. And I don't know if he was going to be released or not. But maybe my camera... Oh, you know what? He's not taking them off. He's double locking them. Yeah, he double locked them. is what he just did. So if he sits back on them, they don't tighten. So he is going to jail tonight, looks like. Or maybe not. He's turning the key. Oh, maybe he's probably getting the other guy's handcuffs back and then he put his handcuffs on and he's taking his partner's handcuffs off. That's probably what happened. I hear a lot of clicking. That's why I said that. Sometimes what happens is an officer will arrest somebody and maybe he's got a fancy set of handcuffs and he will put them in somebody's car and then say, hey man, can I get my cuffs back? So they'll put their handcuffs on the person, double lock them, and then they'll take the other cop's handcuffs off and hand them back to him. Because sometimes cops, I understand that sometimes handcuffs are just handcuffs, but cops sometimes are personal about their handcuffs. So he transferred him from car to car, so it's possible he put his handcuffs on and took the other cop's handcuffs off. That's probably what happened. That's because I saying that because there's a lot of clicking going on. Whole lot of clicking going on. So, but I am staying back. I know you guys want me to get closer, but I don't know. That's my style, Everyone has their own style. Some people he's handing the handcuffs back to the guy. Some people like to get really close. Some people like to cuss out the cops and tell them they're cowards. Some people like to flip them off. I don't come up here as a cop hater. I'm simply a cop watcher, community Leo watch, law enforcement officer watch. And basically just watching. And like I said, 90% of the time or so, it's like, hey, how you doing? They get in their car and they drive off. But that one time a cop gets an attitude and backhands somebody against the car, and maybe they're handcuffed already, and then says, well, they fought. My video will tell different. Like that one deputy I just talked about. He could have said, oh, I wasn't going to arrest the guy. No, I was telling him to get out of there. No, I heard it. And I think I got it in the video. I'm not sure. But I heard him say distinctly, yeah, you're going to get arrested on your warrant tonight. So this guy's going to jail. He'll be going to jail tonight. In car 1724. He'll be going to jail tonight. I think they're going to release her, though. So were they parked out here then? What were they doing? Well, that one's going to jail. My microphone has a hair on it somewhere because it's tickling my chin. Probably doesn't sound very good, but... yeah, I wonder... So they were probably parked here, maybe? I don't know. I know people hate when I hop off, when I guess. But... So they let her go and they cut her a break. Filming the police for your protection. So they cut her a break, it looks like. They're probably going to call 1185 and tow it. All right, so she's walking off. The other one went to jail, so I'm going to get out of here because there's nothing here to do now. They're probably going to get an 1185 and tow it. So, all right, guys, let me flip it around. So they took one to jail, and the other one is took off walking. So she goes a walking close to midnight. That's what time it is here in San Bernardino. All right, let me cross here. But yep, that's it. So you guys probably can't see my face, but I'm just getting the flashing lights back there. I know I talk a lot. Some people like it, some people don't. I can't help that. You can't please everybody. But I just feel like it's a little bit more entertaining for you to have narrative than for me to be standing there silently holding my camera like do 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 do. Because I mean, I've seen cop watchers do that, and I'm like, dude, say something or something. All right, guys, thanks.